Okay children, so today we will be actually covering up some properties regarding the mathematical operations of integers. Now in the last class we had covered about various properties like some rules we had discussed, like whenever you are carrying out multiplication you need to be careful about the signs, because integers are something in which the positive numbers as well as the negative numbers, zero, everything is included, and there is always a change of the sign, that is plus or minus sign, whenever we perform multiplication of two integers which are negative, multiplication of two integers which are not similar. For example, one is positive, another one is negative. So we need to be careful whenever we are doing or performing such type of operations. We need to be very careful about it. So today we will be actually discussing about the properties of mathematical operations when we are talking about the integers. So let's see what are those various properties. Okay, talking about first the properties of addition and subtraction of the integers. According to this, the first property that we will be studying is closure under addition. It is closure under addition. As per this property of closure under addition, it says clearly that if we have taken two integers a and b, addition of the two integers which we express as a plus b, the sum is also an integer. So that refers to the closure property. That is, if a and b they are integers, then a plus b is also an integer. Here I take the example of, for example, I said that a plus b, this whole thing, if both are integers, then the whole thing will also be an integer. Now let me take the value of a as minus 4 plus, I will express this in bracket, and b is represented as 5. Now addition of these things, these two integers, that is minus 4 plus 5 is equal to 1, and 1 is an integer. For example, instead of normal 5, I would have taken minus 5. So over here I would have been writing plus minus 5. And as per the rule of change of signs, minus 4 plus minus, so ultimately what is going to come down? Minus 5. Minus 4 and minus 5 is designated as minus 9, and minus 9 is also an integer. Hence this proves the closure property of integers. And exactly the same property is applied to subtraction. So you can say that the closure property, that is addition or subtraction of two integers, is also an integer. So it is applied to both the property of, or you can say the operation of addition as well as subtraction. Now moving on to the next property, which we state as the commutative property. Commutative property. The commutative property says that, for example, I have taken two integers a plus b and I have added them. It is equal to, this happens in case of addition, if I have taken two integers which are a and b, and if I add them as such, a plus b, it is also equal to b plus a. However, this particular commutative property is not applied to subtraction. Means a minus b is not equal to b minus a. For example, value of a is equal to 5, value of b is equal to 4. If I do like something, the operation like a plus b, it means 5 plus 4, which is equal to 9, or I can say if it is b plus a, again it is 4 plus 5, which is equal to 9. So both are equal, but the same thing is not seen in case of your subtraction. As I said, the same thing is not seen in case of subtraction. Means if I have taken a as 5 and b as 4, then a minus b is equal to 5 minus 4, which is equal to 1. But if I subtract b minus a, then it is 4 minus 5, which is equal to again minus 1. You can see clearly the difference in the results. One is 1 and the other one is minus 1. This is how the property of integer, that is commutative property, stands good for addition only and not in case of subtraction. You can clearly see the difference in the results. So you can write clearly, if in brief you have to explain it, or in brief you need to understand it, then you can clearly say that a plus b is equal to b plus a, but a minus b is not equal to b minus a. That's how we end with the commutative property. Now next we move on to associative property. What does associative property mean? Associative property means, for example, I have taken 3 integers this time, a plus b plus c. Now, if in this you can see 3 integers have been taken. In these 3 integers, you can see if I add the first 2, that is a plus b, and then to the sum of a plus b I add c, then suppose I get some result. Okay, I get some result over here. And what would happen if I first add b and c and then I add a to the sum of b and c? The result will actually be same. So this is what your associative property is. Associative property means if I first add the first 2 integers and then add the sum of the first 2 integers to the third integer, then the result that I'll be getting, it will be exactly same as the result of in the second process, that is the second and third integer being added and the sum being added to the first integer. So this is what the associative property means. Let's see this with the help of an example. For example, I have been given 3 integers, minus 3, 1 and minus 7. Now over here, if I add all this, I'll be getting minus 3 plus 1 plus minus 7. What is the result that I am getting? It will be minus 3 plus 1 minus 7. This is what I am getting. Means this is again minus 2 minus 7. It is what I am getting, minus 9. Let's move the other way round. Okay, this is what I got. In this case, that is minus 9. Let us move the other way round. In the other way round, if I get minus 3 plus 1 plus minus 7 and I first decided to add these two, what am I getting? 1 plus minus 7, it is minus 1 minus 7, which will give you minus 6, and over here I got minus 3 plus minus 6. What will I get? Minus 3 minus 6, which is also minus 9. Now over here you can see, in this case I have added these two first and then I have added the sum to minus 3. Over here what I did, I added the first 2 integers and then to the sum I added the last integer. Ultimately I got minus 9 over here also, minus 9 over here also. So this proves the associative property of integers. Now moving on to the concept of additive identity. What does this mean? Additive identity means that there is a number, a specific number, which if added to one integer, the value doesn't change. Now what is that number? If I add it to an integer, the value doesn't change. Let me show it with the help of an example. Suppose I have taken the integer minus 8. I add something, because I have used the word additive, I add something to it so that it remains minus 8. You can have a look. Minus 8 plus something is equal to minus 8. What is going to be? It is 0. For example, I take a positive integer, it is 1 plus something is equal to 1. What do I need to write over here? It has to be 0. If I write minus 16 plus something is equal to minus 16, I need to add 0. So 0 is actually considered the additive identity. That means that if it is added to any integer, whether negative or whether positive, if it is added to any integer, then it is going to give you exactly the same integer. There won't be any change. That's why the term has been used, additive identity.